Ahead of Halloween, everyone is getting some free donuts and ghosts with the arrival of Super Saiyan Gotenks, which indeed completely changed the game. His ability especially to just buff himself, strike defense. Most of the strikers are going to go down in this list. So here first, what you are seeing, it's my last tier list, season 1 tier list, the first beast 2 weeks ago. Feel free to check it out to understand why, for example, I put it, which was absolutely overhyped by some of my fellow content creators that are bragging triple S, but they are playing in team party with headset, communicating together. And me, I built tier list for 99% of us who are solo queuing. So once again, this was the most comprehensive list about solo queuing, and really from the best in class tier to the awesome tiers, S tier, A tier. There is no B tier because there is no bad unit in this game, and some that needed buff, of course, and they had the buff. Majin Buu, for example. This is what gives you the most consistent win when you are solo queuing from the top to bottom. Overall, they are all good units. I'm going to do my best to keep it short and sweet. Let's get started, and with the buff. So the bottom, I'm gonna restructure all of it from the bottom to the top. First here, Majin Buu. So Majin Buu, I called it, he need HP, he need attack, he need the longest range on the hitting. They did it. Is it enough to bring him to the awesome tier? No, he's still just a good unit. I feel like they need a rework on his ultimate, the cooldown, a larger area to make him relevant, but he is going definitely here in the good tier. After, let's speak about Zamasu. Zamasu here needed a buff and still need a buff. So he's still here at the bottom, he need a buff. Fantastic defensive. If you want to show off, you can survive people, yes, but you cannot push, you cannot do anything else, damage, etc. So needs a buff. After we have the full power Bojack, he still needs buff definitely, but because Super Saiyan Gotenks, really the hardest counter you can find are the people that can outrange him with energy balls, and especially put down all the barricades of ghosts that you are going to build when you play Gotenks cleverly. So for this reason, I still feel that he needs a buff, but all his tools, all his skill, long range, most of them, truly help him actually to be a nice counter to that shifting meta toward long range unit for most of them. So I want to put it here. After we come down here to the Gamma, so the Gamma, they need a buff now. Now it's game over. On the top lane you have Gotenks, they're gonna get absolutely wrecked, they are too clunky to play. Also in the strike form they would do absolutely nothing. The reason is they need now some buff to make the transition less clunky on this unit. Next, it was Baby in a good spot here as a tank. I still feel like Baby with the S1 especially can still push people, be annoying. All the other skills are pretty much irrelevant in my experience. So he's gonna stick here for now in the good tier, but I feel like he needs a little buff because he has been nerfed so heavily since the beta. They buried him under 7 layers of ground and hell. So I'm gonna still put him in the needs a buff here, but from left to right here for each category. So here I'm gonna put the damage dealer after you have the tank and technical role, but he will be of course above Zamasu in terms of use. Next, working from the bottom to the top, it was just good. It was absolutely overhyped. It's very easy to counter, to be honest with you. People are doing so much about him, but very easy, squishy, great potential, the best sneaker, the guy that can sneak and steal Gods of Destruction, towers and Dragon Shell at the end like nobody for sure. But with the rise of Gotenks, he's a fantastic now counter to him on the top lane because the ghost cannot see him when he's in the stealth mode. And that's a huge value because with the rise of the Gotenks in the match, he is going to shine. So I'm going to put it here in the S tier for now. Next, working top to bottom, I'm going to start here with the technical unit. So Frieza downgrade here and Son Gohan downgrade to good unit. Now that there is clearly Gotenks on the top, Gotenks can just isolate Frieza so easily, get rid of his allies, and getting down like nobody. The cooldown on Ghost Gotenks is absolutely insane, but still, Frieza remain amazing, of course, mobility is insane, but now with Zarbon, S1 or whatsoever, he cannot be as effective as before. He's still a good unit, he's still ahead of Son Gohan, so Son Gohan here, a striker, And once again, Gotenks here can buff himself against the striker and also slow down with movement speed debuff, everything that Gotenks doesn't like as a striker with low mobility. So both of them for me remain very good unit, but that's it. Next we have Khalifa here. She was a S tier tank and remain a S tier tank. Once again, fantastic. Amazing, a great counter, amazing counter to Cooler. However, Cooler overall, as I mentioned in my last video, is really the bread and butter. If you want to have consistent win, he provides so much more. He can carry much more easy because Khalifa, it's simple. If the S1 you miss your shot, which most of the players now should know it, she is not as effective as she should be and very easy to take down. So she remains still a very strong tank in the right hand, so she remained a S tank. After, let's go to Piccolo. Piccolo, with the arrival of Gotenks, probably the most toxic duo now you are going to encounter. Piccolo also a great counter to Gotenks because of the long range, because of the grenades that can take down the ghost, because Gotenks can just donuts people and Piccolo can just one-shot them with the ultimate. This is an absolutely fantastic duo, and for this reason Piccolo to me is going straight up into the awesome tier. Next after we have Dabura. However, he relay a lot, he has great range and energy attacks and so on. He relay a lot on sticking around people and applying his strikes, and for that reason on the top lane once again with Gotenks, I feel like he is a bit in the downside here. I still put him as an A, but once again, when you have no mobility, those two have very poor mobility, you are going to get absolutely wrecked by a good Gotenks player, there is no doubt of it. And there are simply other damage dealer right now that can fit better the need of this growing meta. Next, Super Saiyan here, Trunks, so is going straight down. He was in a S tier, remained a fantastic burst, but once again early on, strike unit based. In the right hand is still an amazing burst dealer, there is no doubt about it, can stun people, they don't use skill, etc. So I'm still putting him here on the top of the A tier for the damage dealer for now, but he go down from the S tier to the good tier. Now we have Oob. Oob goes straight up, and it's going to be tough to say, but to me, is going ahead here, is still in the S tier, and I'm going to put it for now. I will put them in order after all. I'm gonna tell you which one I believe are the best from all of the different roles, but for here, he goes ahead. Who once again, long range, especially good against the Gotenks. When you know how to build up his passive, it's just a roller coaster and can easily get rid of the ghost, because the ghost, you know, if they eat a wall or if they eat an energy ball, they just burst off. Super Oob is an excellent counter to Gotenks, but Piccolo outclass him just because of the range. Let's keep it on here. We have the Son Goku mini here. He was in a S tier and is going to go down here, and I will put him even after, slightly after, in the A tier. However, people are not using him right. I mean, the whole bread and butter, this is the bomb on the S1 with the Glorio. This is all you can really trigger people. But now with the Ghost, it's going to be very difficult to use this effectively, to getting close enough to get that damage. Once again, with that Gotenks that can keep you at bay with donuts and ghosts. After we have Kale. So Kale, once she's transformed, she's an absolutely breaker. She was in the S tier, and I feel like she need to go down to just as a good unit right now. Striker getting close. Early on, she's just, you know, going to get wrecked all around. After androids, however, her strongest skills are about striking people. She can just, you know, 3-piece and a soda people and just kill them. And because she has that S1, that long range, she can just trigger her own buff and get her abilities going on. I was hesitating in last video, I mentioned why, etc. here in the awesome tier, because I wanted to put just one unit, but she goes straight up in an awesome tier. She is an underestimated, slept over unit like nobody in this game. She's an absolute wrecking ball. Once you start to kill people, it's just Shane killing. All a most dangerous skill, offer you some movement skill that allows you also as well to escape as an option. She has very good mobility, she can just roam around Ghost and Donuts, get on the back of people and just 3-piece and a soda. I love her, she's awesome right now. And as we are getting now into the awesome here, Android 17 remain awesome unit, technical unit. After for Super Saiyan Vegeta and Cell, of course Cell remains slightly over and Vegeta just beyond. And here we are going to speak about SS3 Goku and Goku, all the Gokus. So first let's speak about the best in class on our last tier list. It is now nerf, and they nerf S2, so you cannot anymore Kaioken S1, Kaioken S2, Kaioken S1, and just stamp people. S2, no, they nerfed it. However, they buff kind of the Kaioken duration. It really damaged Goku right now, so Goku is going down, and because he's a striker, he still have amazing mobility, of course, but the S2, the stamp people, and you can just cross the map in stamping people, is not there anymore. And for this reason, I will even put him behind Hoob in the current meta here. And for the SS3 Goku, so as you understood, he was in the awesome tier. I did mention on my last video, blah blah blah, mobile, it's absolutely awful to play SS3 on mobile. For the wheel, it takes 1-2 seconds more than when you play on console. I play on both of them, so if you have a mobile player, it won't move from here, but because we have to put the best in class for the damage dealer, there is no contest. SS3 Goku, when you know to play him, because I see a lot of people that are playing still very badly, they don't know how to use S2, keep S2 as an escape. You can go far, you can really escape far if you don't have your teleportation, because a lot of people say, oh, you can get around him. No, you cannot. If you keep your vanishing step to cancel your long ass Kamehameha and also your S2, no one can touch you, and you can just all over the map and wipe people. And I will let you know at the end which one of the best in class is above them all. Now we have Krillin here. So best in class, Krillin is going down here, and he's gonna go just aside of Android 17. So Krillin, as I mentioned, both of them amazing unit, especially with Gotenks, but Krillin has the advantage of having a much higher burst damage potential. But he remains here in the awesome tier with Android 17. And for Gotenks, as you understood, he is the best in class. He has buff, debuff, team utility, because when you KO assist people, you get an amazing boost in speed. The Ghost can be played in 3 ways: actively, passively, let alone your body to finish off people. If you cannot, you are low on HP. You can also just set them up on the tower you are defending and go elsewhere. So overall, he's above them all, above Krillin, above Android 17. So overall for now, this is probably to me the only tier list you need to see, because this is the fairest solo queuing consistency of wins you are going to get. And if DB Squadra was pulling out the numbers, you will get to see all those units in that exact order. There is no worry about it. And now just to finish quickly, so the best in class, which one is above them all? It remains Cooler. Cooler remains just the most consistent win solo queuing you can get early on to rank very high. If your focus is to get some rewards from the rank first, you can grind the tank. It's so easy with him, because after SS3 Goku and Gotenks require much more skills from you. Both are super technical when you want to master them. Gotenks, you absolutely need to change your settings. You need to do everything manually for him to shine. Otherwise, your ghost gonna spend time to farm carrots instead of killing people. And the same for SS3 Goku. If you don't know how to keep your skill rotation in order to escape, the most important is to escape. It's not to throw Kamehameha with him, it's to escape at the right time. You are going to get absolutely wrecked. But once you both understand how they work, they are still the best in class. Now, if I did any mistake, you have a different opinion, please feel free to share them in the comment section below. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Remember to destroy that like button and hit that bell, turn on this notification to receive more content and support the channel. And as usual, I wish you all to be safe, to be well, and until the next, stay tuned everybody.